Hi guys, in case you haven't started setting goals for this year, then first of all, I want to tell you that it is not too late to start setting goals. Of course, all of us would ideally like to have all of our goals or New Year's resolutions neatly lined up, but the reality is that life is not perfect. So instead of beating ourselves up, why not just start now? Why not just start setting your goals now? It's better now than never at all. If you clicked on this video, then chances are that you are one of those people who have either completely lost your trust in the process of goal setting. And the reason might be because in the past years you've been setting goals, but time after time you've failed to achieve most of those goals. Or you might just be someone who is looking for a more effective and better way to set goals that are actually achievable. So today in this video, I want to share with you keys for setting motivating goals. And I will be sharing tips with you and examples with you that you can immediately apply in your own life. But here's what I'm going to do. I will break up the video into 3 parts. So today I will just be talking about the first key, and the second and the third one will follow in separate videos. So before I continue, in case you're new to this channel, I make videos on career change, motivation, and other topics that help you to work on the most important things in your life. So if you think that this is relevant to you, if you have big goals to achieve this year, especially related to career change, then this channel is definitely for you. And you might want to consider subscribing now and also hit the little notification bell so that YouTube will notify you of my new videos. Before I start, I want to give you a very brief overview of the 3 parts, the 3 keys to setting motivating goals. In the first part, I will share with you about how you can set goals in a way that you actually want to work on them. In the second part, I will talk about how you can set goals in a way that make you feel proud of yourself so you can actually achieve your goal. And in the third part, the final part, I will share with you about why it is a good idea to set the time frame of a goal for a week or a month at the most. By the way, share with me in the comments below what the most important goal is that you want to pursue this year. So let's start with the first key for setting motivating goals, and that is that you need to set goals that are inspiring. And inspiring here is not just a buzzword. Many people, when they hear this word, perhaps think of a picture of Nelson Mandela or a motivational picture, but in fact, all that inspiring really means is that it has the effect of making you want to do it. So let's take an example of running. Some people really love to run. They can imagine themselves running in the woods and breathing in the fresh air and running for 5 miles, and that gets them so energized and excited that they immediately want to put on their running shoes and run outside right away. But that is not me. I mean, I like to run once in a while, but I am not really a runner. It is not something that I would like to do on a regular basis. So instead, my goal is to walk at least 30 minutes for at least 4 days in the week, walking briskly in the city or on the way to the subway station and so on. And also that I try to take the steps instead of the escalator whenever possible, whenever I'm not carrying bags that are too heavy. And that is something that gets me personally inspired because I really love the feeling, and I look forward to those 30 minutes that I walk from my home to the subway station where I can take in my surroundings. I walk briskly. I feel that I'm exercising, but I'm not really getting too much into a sweat. And at the same time, I can listen to a podcast that lasts for around 30 minutes. So that is something that is personally really inspiring to me. So that is what you need to do. You need to set your goals in a way that make you feel excited about actually doing it. So if you set yourself a goal of going to the gym twice a week, but you absolutely hate the gym, then it is likely not going to work. It is very possible that you will not achieve that goal because it doesn't really come natural to you. So why force yourself to pick that goal while there are so many other options for you to choose from, so many other forms of exercises that you can do? Let's take another example. Everyone knows that Brussels sprouts are really, really healthy for you. And you might have read about that in some magazine or nutritional advice, and you decided, okay, that's it. I'm going to incorporate Brussels sprouts into my meal plan twice a week. But actually, you and perhaps the whole family really don't like Brussels sprouts. In fact, you really hate them. So why force yourself to set this as a goal? I mean, of course, I'm sure that Brussels sprouts have like their own specific, unique nutritional value that is not contained in other foods. But of course, if you want to just make an improvement towards living and eating more healthy in general, then I'm sure that you can substitute those Brussels sprouts with a different vegetable. For example, I really love to eat kale salad. I make my kale salad with cranberries and walnuts, and I make them in advance to last for several days throughout the week. That is something that is inspiring to me because, first of all, I like the taste of the kale salad, and I look forward to the moment that I have that kale salad ready in a container in my fridge, ready for me anytime to munch on whenever I feel that I need some extra veggies. So I have a snack that is healthy and that I actually enjoy. In other words, there is such thing as motivating goals versus demotivating goals. And I've thought about this a bit, about the relation between setting goals and motivation. Because the thing is, if you set yourself goals that are motivating and you actually achieve them, that in turn will motivate you to set more difficult goals that will give you the trust to set yourself a higher target next time. But what happens if you set yourself a goal that is demotivating? That is very likely to turn into a downward spiral because you will not feel like you want to do them, and in the end you will not achieve them, and after that you will lose the trust in yourself to set goals at all because you know that anyway it won't work. What's important here to remember is that every time that you're thinking about setting one particular goal, that goal actually is only a sub-goal within a bigger goal hierarchy. So above this goal there is an overarching goal, and you have to ask yourself, if this particular goal that you want to set is not inspiring, are there other ways? Is there another option? Is there another type of goal that I can set in order to achieve this overarching goal? For example, if your goal, like in the earlier example, is that you want to eat healthier, is the only option to achieve that to eat more Brussels sprouts? Of course not. There are a lot of other options. For example, the thing that is my goal at the moment is to include 20% more fruit in my grocery purchases every week. So every time when I do my groceries, I usually shop at a vegetable and fruit store. I buy 20% more fruits, which means I buy 2 additional packs of blueberries or an additional pack of strawberries. So that is something that makes it really easy for me to achieve the goal. Before you commit to set a certain goal, first try to imagine yourself doing it and imagine yourself achieving the goal and ask yourself, is this inspiring enough for me? If it is, then that's the right goal to go with. But if it is not inspiring enough, then ask yourself, is there another type of goal that I can set that will help me to achieve the same overarching goal? So that was the first part of my 3-part series on how to set motivating goals. Let me know in the comments if you try to set goals in this way and whether it has helped you to achieve your goals this time. If you think that this video was useful to you and you don't want to miss out on the next 2 episodes, then you might want to subscribe now. And also don't forget to hit the little notification bell. I thank you so much for watching as always, and I hope to catch you again soon.